Okay, welcome back. We are here at the Utah International Film Festival, and with us is Julie. Sorry, remind me your last name.
Cordell Seamons.
Cordell Seamons. Julie Cordell Seamons. She created Nowhere to Go.
Yes, I'm the writer-director.
Amazing. She is so talented. Julie, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
It is so great to have you here and the film in the festival.
It's an honor.
And we had Robin here earlier talking to us about the issue around how we perceive homelessness, how we can engage more with understanding and humanizing and rehumanizing the homeless population. I'd love to get your take on what led you toward making this film, and then just more about the film itself.
Yeah. So it's funny. I'm a creative, obviously, and, creatives have to create to live. We have to feed our soul. And
Beautifully said.
Yeah, and I started as an actor, and I realized you got to make your own work. You got to do your own thing. So I started writing. I've been writing for a couple of years now. I really enjoyed it. And I thought, could I direct? Could I be a director? I would really like that. I'd really like to try that.
And are everything.
So I saw there was a local film competition for people with all different skill levels and celebrating 100 years of film in Utah. And I thought, well, why not? Let's see. Maybe I can get together a group of people like me that want to create for the sake of creating, or maybe I'll have to do it all by myself and film it on my phone. But I was like, why not? So I just jumped in, and I got with Robin right away. He was one of the first people I talked to because his imagery was so strong and powerful and right on point with what we were trying to do. And then we got John Chaney, who is amazing. He did our editing. Marcus Vernald came and was our DP. And it was just amazing. We had almost a group of 30 people who all volunteered. There was no money. We had no money. And they all volunteered their time to create, but also for the cause. They wanted to help with the cause. I think that helped. And so we just jumped in and we did it. And I didn't even know in the beginning if I could do it, but here we are. So,
fellow female filmmaker, you're amazing.
Oh,
Thank you for also carving a way for female filmmakers and any filmmakers, regardless of your gender identity, but also the reminder that if you want to do it, you can do it. There's so much out there that you can do, and there are so many stories to be told.
Yes.
What led you to this specific story?
So a couple of my friends, Carl Moore and Wendy Garvin, are volunteers. They're activists. They're out there on the streets every single day trying to help and do good. And when I was talking to them about this competition, I told them my genre is subculture. And I kind of thought maybe we should do something on the unsheltered. And Carl said, you should do the unsheltered. You should do something about the unsheltered. And I'm like, you're right. I knew that was where it was going to go. So it was his suggestion. And it was just so natural because, and I know you guys talked a little bit about this, how a lot of people don't know how violent, scary these abatements are, how people are just arrested for no reason. They lose everything. And I wanted people to see, because with film, I love film. I mean, music film, you can tell a story, you can shine a light on something that may be in the dark. And I just wanted to share a little and give a little perspective. I really feel like people who are unsheltered, it's like being at war every day. You have to be on guard every day, ready to be attacked, ready to lose everything. You don't know if you're going to make it through the day. And I just wanted to show a little glimpse of that.
That's very powerful. Makes me kind of emotional even just thinking about that, right? And the trauma that comes along with never knowing where you're going to rest, and or if you can rest, if it's allowed for you. Can you tell us a little bit more about just what you hope the film can do as its creator, and where you hope to see it go, and then maybe share with some people who don't know anything about the film what it is about a little bit.
Yeah. So the film, it follows a group of unsheltered residents that have just been kicked out of their camp, and they're trying to find a place to go. And, the title of the film, Nowhere to Go, it pretty much says it all. there is nowhere to go. The shelters are full. There's no place you can go. It's illegal to pitch a tent anywhere in Salt Lake, which we found out when the police came on set about 30 minutes after we pitched a tent. We had two police. Yeah. And it was obviously, we were not camping or unsheltered, but they had 2 cop cars, lights blazing, and they came in, and thankfully we were able to continue to shoot. But I mean, it's scary out there. It's I don't know. I just know that when I started it, I had no idea what it could do, where it could go. Like I said, I was creating because I needed to create. I needed to do that. And just the reaction and the positivity that I've been given from people that have seen it has really, really touched my heart. We have decided that we're going to go ahead and do another similar to Nowhere to Go, tell another story, try and just, give a little more. There's challenges with the winter weather in Utah, and I wanted to talk a little bit about mental health and things like that in the next film. So right now we're researching and in development with that right now.
That's
so
beautiful. And it sort of seems like with any given topic, I think this is true, you could spend your whole career with this population, with this topic.
There's so many stories to tell.
And are you hoping to see the film and the stories you're telling also have sort of back-end impact in terms of policy, or what are your hopes?
I mean, that is my dream. I mean, that would be my dream, to have some change happen, whether it be legislation or just, politicians giving a kinder vision when they're planning things and doing things. Maybe it would make a police officer be kinder to, someone on the street next time, or whatever it is. That would be my dream, honestly.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Well, Julie, it is incredible to have you here with us. It is so incredible to have you stepping out and helping make films and bring these stories to light so that all of us have this opportunity to engage with not just the topic, but the people behind the topic. Anything else you want to share really quickly for those at the film festival, or anything else you want to share before we sign off?
I would just say the team that came together and did this, I have so much love for them. Like I said, they all volunteered their time. They all pitched in to help and make it possible. Just kind, wonderful souls. And one of the things that I really liked about directing was I kind of gave each person in their department their own freedom to do creation.
Amazing.
I really wanted, because this wasn't paid, that everyone could kind of give their input and give their creative thoughts on the project. I even let the actors pick the names of their characters. I just wanted them to have a little bit of ownership. So I just love the team. They're amazing people.
Awesome. And as a filmmaker, I think it's so great when we get these opportunities to be expansive, and you get to feed your fellow creatives to be the best creative they can be.
Yeah.
And that always turns out beautiful work.
Right. And you always get the best work that way when you give them that freedom. Yeah.
Well, that is incredible. Everyone, check out Nowhere to Go. And thank you, Julie. Come to the festival.
Yes.
Julie and Robin, and thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me.
We'll have more interviews coming up next with other amazing filmmakers. Stay tuned.